What's good, man? It's your boy Karceno here. Hopefully you guys get a notification. I'm a little perturbed about a lot of things I've been hearing from Shannon Sharpe. I'm a lot disturbed. Hit the like button, good people. If you guys just got here, don't forget to like, subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to the page, hit the notification bell, because I ain't going to play with him. I've been letting Shannon Sharpe get away with way too much because I realize it's just a show. Let him do what he's going to do. We thought we went over this when we talked about disrespecting Kobe Bryant. So I heard that you responded back to that, but you didn't credit a lot of it to me. You were just speaking in general when you said Kobe Bryant fans. So, yeah, it went exactly the way I thought. Nuggets will get game 1. Suns will get games 2 and 3. So they'll be up 2-1. Then they'll probably win 1 in Phoenix, and then Phoenix got to go to Denver and win. It's going to be, you're looking at a 6-7 game series with the Suns. Matter of fact, I got them going 7 games. So Phoenix is going to win game 7. He was responding back to the video that was placed out right here. This video that I did talking about his disrespect for Kobe Bryant. It was pointed out he's making too many disrespectful comments, and some fan put it in there and called him a moose face. And he was responding back to that. Kobe Bryant fans. Kobe ain't never did nothing like this. When Kobe was in his late years, Kobe was injured, seriously injured. Okay? Because everybody know the work that Kobe Bryant puts in. This guy sits here and takes the lowest opportunities possible. And you champion him for doing absolutely nothing. So, yeah, people are going to be a little aggravated when they see stuff like that. People are going to be a little touched. They're going to feel a certain way when they start seeing stuff like that. We're going to get into it. We just getting started. Since people are not getting notifications, I got to send this stuff out the right way. Yeah, well, they got to get it. People have been ready for me to give it to them. But more than anything, I want to know this. When did Shannon Sharpe, when did you become a Laker fan? That's what I want to know. When did you become a Laker fan? I don't recall you ever being okay? I don't remember you ever being a Laker fan. I don't remember you being a Kobe Bryant fan. But now you speak disrespectfully about Kobe Bryant. And to me, that's unacceptable. That's not tolerated. You follow LeBron in Cleveland, but I don't remember him ever mentioning LeBron James' name ever in life on any sports show or any social media sites ever until he was on Undisputed. So where did all of this love for LeBron and all this stuff come in at? We know LeBron loved people that kiss his butt. But I'm not too much worried about it. But let's say, since you this Laker fan, right? And you celebrating like they just won the NBA championship and they just got out of the first round. The Lakers don't celebrate that. They don't hang up division banners. They hang up championship banners only. And you know what they don't celebrate? First round victories. Now you got these bums out here celebrating first round victories. And you telling me LeBron has done what for the organization? Huh? Let's talk, Shannon. Let's talk. Because you the guy, right? You the mans. Let's talk about LeBron. What year did he get there? 2019, 18? I don't even remember anymore. Hmm? $2019. That's what he said. Cortez said 2019. All right. Let's take that. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that and see if it is what it is. Because the people got a right to know. Because we're gonna get the facts out here today. Because there's been a lot of lies that's been told and half-truths and all these generalities putting out by Shannon Sharpe and all of these LeBron apologists. We're going to get to it. Because you never seem to point out what actually happens. You paint a narrative that's not even the case. He comes out and everybody else is praising LeBron. The hell did LeBron do to get the team out of the first round? Everybody else did their job. Hell, if LeBron did his job, the game would have been over in game 5. Had he did his job. Or is his job stay out of the way and let everybody else win the game? Okay, I get it. I get it now. I just didn't understand his role. But we finna get there. Because the smoke train is coming, baby. Oh, hit the like button up, people. Hit the like button up. It must be said, though it hurts to say. No, it really don't hurt to say, but still. That's the way it should be, period. Now, the Lakers was 7th, right? Then they finished 43-29. The hell are you celebrating? Y'all was in 7th place. Last year, you were in 11th place. 33-49. Was LeBron James on the team then? It was the worst financial year for the Los Angeles Lakers. You bankrupt all of their draft picks. All the draft picks were gone. And you didn't even go to the playoffs. So you didn't get any revenue there. And y'all spent all that money and was in the luxury tax. High. Terrible year for the Lakers. Y'all went into Jenny Buss' personal money. She ain't like that. The year before that, what was they at? 42-30. That was the 2021. The year after the bubble. 42-30 and was out in the first round of the playoffs. The year prior to that, where were they at? Oh, well, bubble. Nobody can championship. But they were 52-19. They were number one in the West at the time. But they were slacking off. And before that, the 2018-2019 season, right? The first year with LeBron, Luke Walton was the coach, right? Where were they at? They still had Lonzo and all those guys. Where were they at? 10th, 37-45. So what has LeBron James done for the Lakers? Not a damn thing. Oh, he was going to turn the franchise around. How? Turn it upside down on his head? The year before that, 2017-2018, the Lakers won 35 games and lost 47. They were in 11th place. So what was LeBron James going to do? Oh, they went to 10th the next year, so they were improving. Shannon Sharpe, make it make sense to me. Because according to you, LeBron must be winning the championship every year. And don't tell me that bubble championship means something, because everybody been fired on that doggone team. Ain't a player left that was on that team, which was only 2 years ago. What was it, 2? This is the 3rd year right here. So 3 years later, you're going to fire the head coach? You're going to fire the athletic trainer? The strength and conditioning coach is fired. Phil Handy, the only one still around. Everybody fired. They're the only 2 players that's on the team is AD and LeBron. That's left from that team. And you tell me that bubble championship means something. Stop lying. You're lying to yourself. Talk about the injuries. Oh, because he was doing so well before he got injured. You act like they were number one, then he got injured. No, they were losing and he got injured. And it was all, well, there you go. They were losing anyway, so it makes no sense here. He cannot impact the game no more. That's over for, and that's been since he's been a Laker. He has no impact on the game. His scoring no longer has an effect or an impact of the game. They're pushing him because he's the agenda, Shannon, and you know it. So stop comparing this man to Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan or anybody. He's not even in that era. He's not even in the same breath as those guys. Stop playing. He's a gimmick. None of these guys. Come on. Can you ask anybody that played the game, is LeBron better than Kawhi Leonard? They're afraid to say it because they got connections. LeBron got all these connections in the league. So all of these dudes are afraid to open their mouth. But the truth of the matter is, truth is truth. Look around, baby. Proof is proof. These guys are front runners. A transition basketball player is never going to be the best player in the game. With no skill set in his bag. Suns is done after one game. Well, they make this series, and they make the NBA just for you. got the nerve to disrespect Kobe Bryant, comparing that man's legacy. That man is deceased. Let that man be great. What he did on the court, LeBron could never do. Even in a losing season, he went out and scored 60. The refs didn't give him nothing. He earned it. And he led the team back to a victory in his last game. He didn't even have to do that. And everybody came out to see Kobe play because he was making money for the league, not absorbing money. They weren't trying to go out and get 50 players in the trade deadline. We got to go out and get 6, 7 different players. The whole Laker team is a whole new team. They got Mobamba. Everything they did was basically illegal. Everything they did. They did this to improve the Lakers because they sucked. And they sucked because of LeBron, because he can't play with people. So if he make players better, what about that narrative? D-Lo still playing the same way. He had one hot game, then the next game he sucked. And y'all be talking about, man, we got to get rid of D-Lo. I hope y'all keep D-Lo. I hope y'all keep this whole roster, because you're going to have to pay Austin Reeves. Then when you don't pay him and he goes back to reality, being a 12-point scorer, then we're going to really see what's going on. How dare you? You should not blaspheme out your mouth about Kobe Bryant, period, Shannon. You're not in position to do that. You're a football guy. Do your X and O's over there. You want to kiss LeBron James' butt, that's fine. But what did he do in this series? 19.5% from three, career low. Lowest points ever in a playoff series for LeBron, 22. Look like he's done. That wash, he been washed, he hanging out to dry. He in there like my doggone jerseys in there. They hanging out to dry. Of course, Jimmy Butler's better than LeBron. Jimmy Butler can go out there and defend. LeBron has never been a great defender. Never. He don't move his feet well at all. Never had any footwork. He doesn't know how to get physical. He's not going to run through picks and screens. He's not going to keep up with the defender. He's not going to do it. He's been a joke his entire time. We have been respectful to this guy far enough. His disrespect for Kobe Bryant, it knows no bounds. He continuously finds a way to disrespect Kobe Bryant. And shout out to the Dreamers Pro Show. Saying he tried to actually be Michael. He wanted to be Michael Jordan. That's skill. This man tried to be Michael. He did everything like Michael Jordan. Why wouldn't you do it like Mike? If you Kobe Bryant and you're watching a very accurate basketball player, somebody whose fundamentals are top notch, why wouldn't you want to learn to do it like that? But that's not the only person he learned things from in tips. He worked with Akeem Olajuwon on footwork, how to step and use your foot and pivot, because you actually had to have skills. They weren't allowing you to bring the ball way up here. You know how much carries is in the NBA now? They just don't even call it no more. The gather step, they allowing that in there. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, you're allowed to jump and then take another step back? Like, what the hell is that? All to help them create space so they can shoot, because nobody can get by anybody anymore. LeBron was a non-factor. The first two games they played, who was the star for the Lakers? Ryu Hachimura. Hachimura was bringing the victories in game one of the series with the Grizzlies. LeBron was a non-factor. Game two, he looked old. He was done. He played like crap. Dylan Brooks ate that boy lunch. He got in his face, clapped, everything. Oh yeah, we put it up on IG. He was rooting for the Grizzlies, but the truth of the matter was, and I found out because I didn't know because I don't really follow Bronny. You know, he's high school. That's not my thing. But the guy who got the dunk that he was cheering for the Grizzlies, that was his former teammate. His name is Xavier something. And they said that was Bronny's teammate. So I said, okay, I stand corrected. See, when somebody bring you some factual information, that's what you go with. See, you guys can't accept facts. You be like, nah, since I'm already on this road, let me go stay on this road. And when you get backed in the corner with information, all you could do is say, you a hater. That's supposed to get them off the ropes. When they back is on the wall with ropes and facts and they can't get out of it, they be like, you's a hater. I know LB would know. He's like, Xavier, that's the son of the dude that Drake took out to that baseball field and still got curved. Did everybody want to smash the mama? You can't. Would you compare Shaquille O'Neal to Michael Jordan? They play entirely different positions. Their jobs are not the same. LeBron James and Kwame Brown, why would you even bring that comparison up? The only comparison they had is they both came out of high school and was the number one pick in the draft. That's where the comparison stopped. Michael Lindell said, Bron is 38 years old, bro. What do you expect? That's exactly what I want you to say right there. The truth. He is 38 years old. What I expect is for people to recognize he's 38 to the fifth power. And that's what 38 look like. Right there. Shannon Sharpe, that man is 38 years old. That's what 38 looks like. That's what it looked like, Shannon Sharpe. That right there. That's what he looks like to Dylan Brooks. That's what he looked like to all these players in the league that's young, that ain't caught up into what he's supposed to be doing. And you keep doing all that talking and all this woofing. Kobe went to 7 while you talking. Kobe didn't celebrate no first round victories. He wasn't jumping up on tables or getting out of the first round, buddy. That's not what he was doing. He was making it happen, Captain. They expect to get out of the first round. So there's no big party to get out of the first round. Ain't nobody going, hey, man, we got out the first round. Let's celebrate. The question is, why was you in 7th place? Why y'all was in 13th place? Y'all act like LeBron just slayed the dragon or something. Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's what y'all do. Y'all ride those narratives. But don't worry, Shannon. See, this gonna be you, Shannon Sharpe, right there. See, that's you right there. That's gonna be Shannon Sharpe. Right there. That's you, Shannon, right there. January, February, March, April, May hit, then June. Here come the tears. June, July, August, September. You're gonna be crying and crying. And when November rolling around, you're gonna be back with the yak, the cigarillos. CB said 38 years old and competitive with 21-year-olds. Just think first. Is he competitive with 21-year-olds? A lot of these players who are 20 years old, they're not even gotten into their full man body yet. LeBron is a man to the third power. He could shove these little kids around all he wants. Some of these guys who are 24, 25, he going to have problems with. And he's having problems with them. He's not competitive anymore. LeBron is being carried to keep him from being embarrassed. How many invisible whistles did he get? Oh, you remember the game when he screamed at one that went to overtime and he hit the shot? He hit the one shot that it went to overtime, right? Because they wouldn't put him on the line. So he hit that shot, and then in overtime, they already had a 3-point lead. So it wasn't like he hit the last second shot. He goes in and they call a whistle for nothing. Nobody fouled him. Everybody got out of the way because they didn't want to get a foul because they kept putting them in foul trouble. And what happened in game 3 when they threw Dillon Brooks out the game in the second quarter? I mean, the start of the third quarter. You just ruined the game. That should have been a flagrant one. It was accidental, but it was a flagrant one. Let's play on. Now you ruin your whole game. Who want to watch the rest of it now? You just ruined a team that's already shorthanded. Then Luke Kennard got hurt after the game they won, so they lost one of their shooters. So the last game, Luke Kennard didn't even play. They don't have Adams and they don't have Clark. Adams and Clark is their defensive guys. They were missing that. So they put a lot of pressure on Tillman Sr. And y'all still barely won and to get out of the first round. So I'm going to tell you like this. If this is what y'all do and celebrate and get all huffing and puffing and sticking your chest out about first round victories, then it shows me where your mentality is. Your mentality is we got the victory and this is a victory for us because your team isn't good. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. You beat a team everybody expected you to beat. But don't act like the Lakers ain't get carried to the playoffs, that the league carried them there, giving them all these free throws to shoot, and everybody else don't even get on the free throw line. The free throw differential experience was the highest in NBA history for the Los Angeles Lakers. So only the Lakers can get fouled. Then you got Mark Davis, who's the announcer. He's worse than Shannon Sharpe. He sits there and basically says that this guy accepted the villain role, because he said Dillon Brooks. Because Dillon Brooks said that LeBron James is old, he became a villain. So LeBron is the hero. They're basketball players. Man, seeds is only seeds that matter is the ones you plant to grow something. Other than that, seeds don't mean a damn thing. And Shannon Sharpe, since when you start attending Laker games? I don't remember you attending all these Laker games. When all of a sudden you become the Laker man that you finna start sitting courtside? When you start doing that? I understand the fake it for the camera. Shannon Sharpe don't even drink like that, y'all. He's a health guy. This guy don't be sitting there smoking no cigarillos and smoking no dro and all that and talking about edible gummies. Y'all getting caught up into the Uncle Shannon character. This is a guy that frowns on people and called them idiots for doing stuff like this, then goes in there and promotes it on the show. So I can't take him seriously when he talk like that. Yes, sir, I get paid for my service. That's why you see an ad play. Like I keep trying to tell these other fools, I'm different. They don't want to admit that. Shannon Sharpe got popular once he put on a do-rag with a cigarillo, a Black and Mild in his mouth, holding a bottle of yak. That's when he became popular. All of y'all fell victim to that. We was already fans of him before that because I knew Shannon Sharpe is funny and he can crack jokes, and I'm cool with the best of them. Like, I'm cool with that. But they started to get the success of Uncle Shannon started going in his head. Then he started doing it all the time. Then he started wearing a goat mask. And then he trying to build up his Instagram using this Uncle Shannon crap and all this Uncle Shay Shay and all his sayings. This ain't personal. This is just stating the facts. So he got to get the smoke like everybody else. Exactly. Don't worry, because when June get here, you going to have that face right there, Shannon. June, July, August, September. Because it's going to happen. One Laker going to get hurt. And then everybody going to start, oh, the Lakers had this. The Lakers could have did that. But then you know what you going to say? Oh, we got to pay Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves got to get that money. All the Lakers going to have to go in the bag and keep Austin Reeves. Got to keep you white, boy. Now, somebody got to go. Who's that going to be? That's going to be an ugly conversation, ain't it? Mm-hmm. But why every time they talk about LeBron's great, they got to diss Kobe Bryant? They got to diss Michael Jordan. They got to diss all of these fools in the game. Well, that's what happens when you're not the one anymore. That's what happens. That's the results. That's what happens when you're not that guy anymore. When you ain't him, this what happened. When you're not that guy anymore, that's what happens. He's like, I've had enough. I'm out. Good. Good. We just getting to cook. Because before that, I don't remember him rooting for LeBron. Nowhere on Twitter when LeBron was in Miami or before Undisputed hit. All of a sudden, he's the biggest LeBron fan there is. I don't remember. This guy does not. He's a health nut. He didn't drink. He didn't smoke. Shannon had about 6% body fat. Still to this day. Mr. Health Man. But now he wants y'all to look at him as the cigarello man, as the Black and Mild, as the Hennessy. He even got his own brand of liquor that he putting out in the stores. He's let this character he created that's paying him millions of dollars. Now he got his club Shay Shay, Uncle Shay Shay. And it's all faked off, built off of false propaganda, stereotypical narrative. Now you got but it worked because it got all the dudes from the hood talking about, man, Uncle Shannon, baby. Because they got on the do-rag. They got the cigarello up here. Yeah, see, he got the rellos. He got that Mike Tyson. I told you we got to get the Tyson. They got the edibles, dog. Yeah, I got to get that. They got some sour diesel edibles. So, once again, people's real life is confused with the fake life. Shannon talk about behavior. Shannon was the biggest clown on the team in the Denver Broncos, locking people in the training rooms. He was Gilbert Arenas. He was jokester. Oh, it was tons of jokes. He stopped playing football because he was tired of going to meetings. I got tired of those meetings, Skip. Getting up early, going in on Monday morning, man, I was just like, look, I'm tired. If I can just practice and go to the game, I'd do it. But now he criticized everybody. He's like, he's fooling me. I mean, how y'all fall for that? Have y'all seen Shannon Sharpe? Does he look like the kind of dry that be sitting around sipping on a yak all day? Smoking stogies? Have you seen Shannon Sharpe? Shannon Sharpe has got OCD. He's meticulous. He don't even let his food touch. He has the plastic tray bowl. He eats the same thing every day. The man got his little grits, his little grain. He got his fruits. He got everything separated. This man is working out. He is the gym. Talking about some Shannon Sharpe go to the gym. No, his house is a gym. Shannon works out every day. You think that this man is he's 50. Shannon Sharpe is 50, in his 50s, looking better than these dudes that's out there on the court right now. Fitness fitting. You think this dude is around us drinking liquor and smoking stogies. But my thing is, why do you want to portray that image to us? Or of us to the general public? We already fight stereotypes every day. Don't you think that's us a little bit too much? Shannon Sharpe is 55 years old. Yeah, you ain't heard me say I want to fight Shannon Sharpe. I'll fight LeBron 10 times before I fight Shannon Sharpe. That's because you got to understand it. And when people don't understand something, you know, they normally end up repeating the same problem. Exactly. But what are you supposed to do in that situation? It's fight or flight, right? So if that's phony and he being fake with the Uncle Shannon character, what else is he being fake about? Because that dude right there is not smoking no doggone stogies. Stop it. That guy there isn't smoking no damn stogies. Stop it. You ain't got no yak coming out of him. Stop playing. That man is not. Look at his back. That dude got like 4-5% body fat and he's 55 years of age. People don't look like that in their 20s. He's a fitness fit man. He's always been fitness fit. So all of a sudden, he Uncle Yacked out. He Uncle Shannon with the yak on. Stop playing with yourself. You should know better than that. I don't trust nobody that called themselves Shay Shay. Nobody called him Shay Shay. They called him that on the internet. They used to call him Shay or Shan. But Shay Shay, no. No, it's just this, the disrespect of Kobe Bryant is what we couldn't take. Christopher X. Nobody's against Shannon Sharpe. See, before you even knew about him, Christopher X, I was telling people to check out Shannon Sharpe and what he was going to do on Undisputed. Most of y'all didn't know Shannon Sharpe. I knew Shannon Sharpe from when he was playing in for the Broncos. We was rooting for the Broncos. When y'all was rooting for Joe Montana and all the rest of them guys, we was rooting for them to go. So I knew he was a character. I watched the lead up to the Super Bowl with the Atlanta Falcons, and they just let Shannon Sharpe go. He was the whole Super Bowl weekend. Right, Moose Face Shannon. But here's the thing. He was accused of sexual assault on a woman on the elevator. And he never did anything to this woman. Never touched her, never did anything. To this day, Shannon Sharpe will not get on the elevator with a woman that he don't know. He will jump off the elevator because he don't want to be accused. And we stood up for him. Yeah, him and Ray Buchanan went at it, and then in the game, Shannon caught the touchdown, and Ray Buchanan took his knee out. And that's why he walked with a limp now. He got one leg that's bent like way over. That was the Super Bowl. Got his leg taken right out. Shannon tried to come back and play. He had to sit out. He couldn't go no more. He was knocked out the Super Bowl. Deshaun, you don't deserve to have my last name. Go sit down. Trigger trade. How old are you? 18? LeBron James dominating people in the 90s? Please. He gonna dominate Penny Hardaway? He gonna dominate who? Chris Webber? Who he gonna dominate? He can't beat any of those guys. None of them. They all would dominate him. KG, all these guys who came up, they would, though he's not on their level. Do you understand that? He's not on their level. They would dominate him. Back then, you could be physical. LeBron's best years was his first 6 years. His first 6 and 7 years. That was the best he was ever going to be. He has digressed from like 2012 on down. He basically has digressed. Don't forget to follow Seahawks Jose Rodriguez and his channel. Jose is in the house. He talks sports. He talks anything, man. You can jump in his live streams when he go live. So make sure you subscribe to his page. What's up, Mr. Bailey? This fool, Shannon Sharpe, still wants to compare Kobe. Kobe wanted to be Mike. But here's the thing that kills me, right? Let's say they say LeBron's number one, right? If y'all say LeBron's number one, right? And then y'all claim Michael Jordan is number 2. They say, well, don't worry, I give Jordan his props. I'll say number 2. Y'all say LeBron number 1. Oh, this is for the LeBron fans, right? Y'all say LeBron is number 1, Jordan number 2. Am I correct about this? Am I correct on this? For all the LeBron fans there who think LeBron is the number 1 player in the NBA, do you have Michael Jordan at number 2? Because we're gonna solve this right now. So barely. Okay, but Michael Jordan is number 2. And LeBron's over him. The majority of the people in the sports world have it like that. They put, well, if they got LeBron number 1, they say Michael Jordan is number 2. And LeBron is number 1 above him. Right? Right. We already know that. But let's just stay with the narrative that they say. We would agree that most people that say LeBron is number 1, they normally have Michael Jordan number 2, correct? Kobe Bryant is not even in the picture when they make that decision. But they say Kobe Bryant is the exact carbon copy of Michael Jordan. Do they not say that? So if Kobe Bryant is 1A and 1B, him and Michael Jordan, they're identical. Why wouldn't Kobe and Michael Jordan be next to each other? See how it don't make no sense? You see how it doesn't make any sense? So make it make sense to me. If Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan are neck and neck, almost identical, Why isn't he right behind Michael or one above Michael? Why Michael got to be behind him? Or why he got to be so far away from Mike? According to LeBron's narratives. That is absolutely correct. That is Shannon Sharpe. You just described him to a T. He does love them. Now, why would you try to erase Kobe Bryant's legacy, which they can never do, as he is the greatest Laker there's ever been? That city belongs to Kobe. This bum, LeBron James, that they keep praising, it's like, what are you praising him for? He's brought nothing to Los Angeles. He's brought nothing to your organization as a Laker. So if you claim you're a Laker fan, what are you talking about, Shannon Sharpe? What are you all excited about around the first round of a playoff? Y'all were in the 7th seed. That's how good he is. He got you to the 7th seed in the playoffs. Y'all won 43 games. 43 games? And you want to jump up and holler and yell and slam the pen down? Yep, Skip. Yep, this thing. Yep, I see championship here. Yep, Skip. The way they playing right now, Skip, nah, ain't nobody can beat them. They locked in. Real Bron serious. He locked in. Yeah, this playoff Bron. We ain't never seen nothing like this. Skip. The man is 38, Skip. And he playing like this is rookie year. Yep. I'm telling you, Skip. Nothing. I'm telling you. Yep. We ain't seen nothing like it. Yep. Get champagne parade ready, baby. Yep. It's God awful. Thank you. The Patreon is lit this month, and the month ain't over yet, and we still got a lot more to go. For some reason, my phone is acting up, though. But it's a lot more to go. Well, you got to look at it for what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm the most active person, or one of the most active persons on Patreon out of the entire Patreon. Like, think about, like, every day you get about 2-3 different things. Each tier gets something. They've never seen that kind of activity on the Patreon. Well, that's what I'm saying. Stephen A is the same thing. Stephen A ain't no real Knicks fan. He only say that he was a 76ers fan. When AI was playing, he was working for Philadelphia, covering the Philadelphia newspaper. So he was playing like he was a Sixers fan the whole time. These dudes just be doing stuff just to trigger people. No, I like Shannon Sharpe as a person when it comes to when he has morals. You know, he used to speak with integrity and morals. So I often gave him his respect because it was deserved. Then he started, becoming more of a character. As you saw him getting out there on the court, wagging his finger around and at Trey Morant and all this stuff, he started going too far. Then he started taking shots of liquor. And I'm like, when you start drinking liquor like that? You never do that. It's all a front. Like even Skip Bayless called him out on the show, like, come on, man, you fronting. Like you don't drink like that. Stop. Shannon, like Skip don't drink like that. Skip is a health nut. Both of these guys are health nuts. And there's nothing wrong with being a health nut, but why wouldn't you promote that? Being healthy, not taking all this weed and all this stuff. That's what brought our race down. That's what divided us. Once we start smoking in public and drinking, getting drunk and doing all this other stuff, it was a gateway into everything else. We used to be anti-drug. Now it's give me some pills. We making songs about the pills. I'm on that pill. I'm on that pill and drink. I'm on that pill and drink. And they tell you this pill will chew, eventually make you hallucinate, see things that ain't there, chew holes in your brain. Man, that's some powerful stuff. Let me get to it. That's where our mindset is now. We're not even thinking. We just going along with the flow. I mean, it's insulting to ever think a player like that guy right there, can even be in the same sentence as Michael Jordan. Is only time this guy would be in a sentence with Michael Jordan if you saying, man, Jordan scored 85 last night. Against who? LeBron. Then it would make sense to put them in the same sentence together. I think some people need weed, like for medical purposes. Like some people need it to keep them from harming people. They got to smoke to calm down. You know how somebody take a cigarette to relax and bring their nerves down? Some people need to get some dro to keep them from just really going off and ripping somebody's head off their shoulders. Some people need it to get through the day. You know, it's like there's people that can function. They get up, go to work, they work harder than the average person. But that ain't the norm. The majority of them, it makes them more lazy. They get more complacent. It kills the ambition to do stuff. They playing like a mother, but I'm saying, right, we should like the first of our bonds is yeah, because we diversify and we could take that, get some residual income, right? And then we could put that into other businesses after taxes. We invest. Yeah. Saw this dude on TV, like I was up at like 4, and then it was this infomercial. He was talking about that. Then he was talking about, buying stock in all these big companies, though you can still own like small stock, like some percentages. All that stuff add up, B. Sad. We should do that. Yeah. Get on that. Next thing you know, the next day come, hey, what you finna do? Oh, we finna go downtown. We going downtown to the park? Yeah. Let's go by the smoke shop. I want to get this new vape pen. That's the new dumb thing, vape. Where did that come from? That don't even look like it's healthy. They come into stores and restaurants on a thing that's lighting up, got a light at the bottom of it, look like it's just putting poison right in your brain. Yeah. I'm like, it looked like you got a portable charger and you just started smoking on it. sucking on it. I'm like, that don't even look healthy. That looks real nasty. People got respiratory problems using that stuff. Yeah, this one girl, she got one with like rhinestones. It's pink and she be shaking it. I'm like, you got asthma? Vape. You want a vape? Nah. Right. It's like this grandpa that we got right here is the reason the sports game is all messed up right now. Are they showing an ad right now? They might be showing an ad. Most people might be seeing an ad or something right now. Mm-hmm. Mr. Bailey's like, yep, it just passed. He got premium. Way to go. Me too. I got it for Cobra Kai, but then they left and I ended up with it, and I can't go back to ads. But I love ads because that's how I stay paid in full. Sons of Farah. You talking about Nick Nurse? Nick Nurse, he inherited that job. He wasn't no head coach. He on his first year, he wins a championship with the team that the brother had. So both of them got fired at the same time. He was coach of the year and got fired. You think that would have happened to anybody else from any other nationality? No. Would never happen. Well, the point of the game and the point of the situation is this. Shannon Sharpe is faking. He's capping. He's pretending like he is the end all be all, or he's the big old smoke dog and the big old cigarello man, and he's capping for LeBron. He know LeBron out here ain't doing a damn thing. Dylan Brooks put that boy and exposed him and showed the whole world what he is. If I tell you Dylan Brooks held that man to 22 points, that man was averaging 5 to 6 turnovers a game, scared to shoot, held him to 19.5% shooting from three. Nobody's ever done that to LeBron. I do remember a playoff game, though. It might have been in the finals where he shot 11% from the field. LeBron James shot 11% from the field for the game. I believe it was a game 2. Somebody look that up for me, because I know I can't be delusional. I know that had to happen. LeBron James shot 11% in a game. Am I correct about that? I believe it was a game 2. Let me try looking that up. LeBron James shoots 11% from the field. There it is. Somebody found it. They said 2008 versus Boston. Was that a game 2? So that's the big 3 year. So LeBron James in 2008 had been in the league for about, let me see, 5 years. 5 years in the NBA. And game 2 of probably an Eastern Conference Finals, they were playing Boston or a second round, LeBron James, a 5th-year veteran, shoots 11% from the field. %11 from the field. 11%, dog. What this prove? He's a bum. Show me Michael Jordan shooting 11% from the field. Oh, there it is. 2 for 18, 12 points for a whole game. He didn't get tossed. He didn't get ejected. Can you believe that? And you call that guy the greatest player of all time? I have never seen Michael Jordan with a stat line like that. Oh, you make me want to get that stat line up here now. Game 2. Here we go. Well, it ain't that game. I'm trying to think. What game was it then? LeBron had 21 in both those. Let me see. Oh, it's on 218. Oh, man. LeBron almost had a quadruple double. That's what it is. 218. I thought it was a playoff game. I don't see it. I see the February 27th one. I don't see it on there. No Kyrie, no chill. He shot 2 for 18. It was game one of the playoffs in 2008. Well, that couldn't. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. Are they saying, oh, they going by the season? LeBron had some terrible nights. Oh my God. 17% clutch shooting from three, 28% shooting for three. Oh, Jesus Christ. LeBron James is the worst three-point shooter in the NBA. That's true. LeBron James is the worst three-point shooter in the league. That's just god awful. That is awful. I didn't know they were that bad. LeBron was terrible. So Shannon Sharpe, what are we celebrating, man? Let me know what we celebrating. First rounds? We celebrate first rounds now? Because you guys won 43 games this season. So what do we celebrate? You knocked out a Memphis team that's shorthanded. Okay. You were supposed to win. So I don't get it. Nobody had Memphis winning the championship, dog. Oh, yeah. A lot of people were feeling that way. Nobody felt that the Memphis Grizzlies was going there. We would have loved to have seen it, but no. They're not going to let all that work go down. The league is in the hole. They need people watching the game, so they need to go with where they're marketing their dollars. Mm-hmm. No, not really. I never saw it that way. I saw a difference in the way people were treated and other players were not given the credit they deserved. They were winning in spite of LeBron James being there. That was the difference. When you look at all the other teams in the league, you're seeing like a whole different shift dynamically as far as the distribution of the ball. Like Hachimura was playing, D'Lo won, AD. These are the guys that's important. Vanderbilt was playing well. Beasley has digressed. Well, no, he's gonna be one of those guys that's out of it. Oh man, I finally found that game too. It was game one against the Boston Celtics. I just thought it was game two, but it was the first game against the Boston Celtics. LeBron, oh my God, 12 points. He shot 11% from the field. He was 2 of 18. He played 38 minutes. He made 8 out of 10 free throws. He had 10 turnovers, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds. Mm, mm, mm. 10 turnovers by your star player. Unbelievable. Oh, it's god awful. May 6, 2008. May 6, 2008. Game one, Cavs in Boston. I might have to put that game on TV. Woo wee! Don't threaten me with a good time. What's up, Dow G? Thanks for the super chat. Don't forget to hit the like button, good people. And don't forget to go on the Patreon. The Karceno for Life Patreon. Check that out. Me and Gilbert Arenas almost slept with the same girl. Almost. I found out it wasn't her. It wasn't him. She's just a goofy. She don't know who she didn't sleep with, who she didn't hoard herself out with. So that's that. What was Michael Jordan's stat line at the casino with his gambling habits? See what I tell you. They go to Michael Jordan. Why you pick Michael Jordan? If Michael Jordan has a gambling habit, he can afford it. It didn't afford him any championships because he won all of them. He never was in an elimination game in the finals before. That's something LeBron got that Jordan ain't never did. Jordan ain't never been in an elimination game. LeBron's always in an elimination game. Absolutely. Shannon got to stop with the buffoonery. You know, this Uncle Shannon character that he keep coming with, he got to cut that out. You know, all this buffoonery you do is it's good for a laugh. It's funny the first time. You know, when you keep doing it over and over again, knowing that ain't who you are, you know, it's like, come on, man. Now you're making us look ridiculous. Because that's not who you are. He went viral. Uncle Shannon went viral. So once he went viral, that was it. He been playing that role ever since and portraying us in a way that it's like, if you're not like that in real life, why would you want us to be like that? Seriously, if you not, why would you do something that you're not like? You know, it's like if you don't want to do that in your regular life, why would you want to portray that for us? Why would you want that to be us? That's us. That is not Shannon Sharpe. Shannon is not finna smoke a Black and Mild, and he ain't finna drink none of that Hennessy. That's not who he is. Well, that's the way they want you to look at yourself. They want you to look at that and say, oh, that's you. Oh, that's me right there. That's Uncle Shannon. That's like me. I get that shade. Look at Uncle Shannon, man. He crazy, man. Uncle Shannon, wild. Then you disrespect Kobe by comparing him to Michael Jordan. Kobe and Michael really didn't play the same game at all. Most of y'all didn't know that. He had a lot of Michael's fundamentals because Michael was one of the most fundamentally sound players there is. Kevin Durant studies Michael Jordan. I would take 38-year-old Michael Jordan. I would take 55-year-old Michael Jordan over 38-year-old LeBron. What are we talking about? LeBron James can't dribble. He didn't come in the league to dribble. He came in the NBA shooting about 70% from the free throw line. He shoots 70%, 67% from the free throw line. He came in the league, he couldn't shoot jump shots. he still can't shoot jump shots. So what are we talking about? We're talking about a player who hasn't improved, Shannon Sharpe. If he's doing the same thing he was doing his rookie year, and he's doing the same thing right now, Christopher X, what does that mean? Because he scores the most points in NBA history, that means he's great. He's the number one guy in all of sports because he's scored more points than everybody because he's played 20 years. Karl Malone is number 2 behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So is Karl Malone over Michael Jordan? You got Karl Malone over Michael Jordan, Christopher X. Michael Jordan ain't played basketball in about 22 years, and his shoes are still the top selling shoes in basketball. He just put out a movie that he ain't even in called Air about the shoes. And it was making more money than goddamn Space Jam. That $100 million loss you keep doing. He finna get a damn Oscar for his performance. Kobe Bryant got an Oscar. Already, people act for years and can't get an Oscar. Kobe Bryant, as soon as he got through playing basketball, won an Oscar. LeBron is not the best player on his team anymore. Nope, and he hasn't been for a while. Nike buys LeBron shoes. Nike buys LeBron shoes and they distribute them to like charities and all this to make it appear that LeBron shoes are selling. Nobody buying no LeBrons. People can tell you what new LeBrons are out right now. They can even tell you the number. But I bet you they tell you what Jordans is out. They'll tell you when the retro, what date. Oh man, on Thursdays, Tuesday, next Tuesday, they finna put out these new, they finna re-release these Jordan. Man, they ain't don't care. Nobody's buying no damn LeBrons. No player has gotten more slander than LeBron James. No player has deserved more slander than LeBron James. Everything I said has come true. I said that house party movie he finna come out with is gonna flop. Right, and don't say Kobe Bryant isn't a top 5 player. Then how could LeBron James be a top 5 player? Oh, Kobe shot the ball too much. He's a 2 guard. He's just AKA a shooting guard. He's supposed to shoot the basketball. Who is he going to pass the ball to? Who was supposed to shoot the ball? Smush Parker? Kobe's job was to do that. A lot of those years, that team wasn't even supposed to be in the playoffs. He willed them there. The league was against Kobe. They wasn't for Kobe. Kobe had the Colorado situation going on. And they were like trying to wait till that died down. Like, give it a couple of years. Kobe ain't got a couple of years, so he destroyed the league. They tried to make the NBA tried to erase Kobe and go right over to LeBron James and build him up. That 2009 finals wasn't supposed to be the Orlando Magic. Well, of course, Kenyon Martin. I mean, anybody who played in the game, if players are telling you Kobe Bryant that business, he could teach the game. LeBron James can't teach you it about the game. What he gonna? He could tell you what to do. He like, you telling me to do something you can't do. Kobe Bryant ain't gonna tell you to do something he wouldn't do himself. He don't have to. LeBron go home and practice at home and come in only for shoot around. Shouts out to Welcome to HD TV with the 2 eyes. That's what happens. That's what happens. People go far all the time. And you could disagree about the legacy of Kobe Bryant. You know, people have a right to do that. But I'm going to tell you flat out, clear as day, it's real simple. They want no parts of Kobe being Bryant. Like, how could you ignore that man shutting down LeBron James the way he did? Come on. When the way he guarded him the whole All-Star game and shut him out, show you it could be done. He silenced anybody who had any doubt about what would happen if those two were to play on the same team or play it against each other on a one-on-one. LeBron wouldn't score. He would shut him down completely. And he showed you that. I really didn't feel a certain way about it because the players are starting to be upset about the agenda in the league. So when your agenda is we're just going to take it on with a grain of salt, you know, you're going to be looking at, look at this man here. I don't know if y'all could see my man's the way you should be saying him. But you got to be thinking, what is the greatest player? Like Shannon Sharpe said, he isn't top 5. If that ain't trolling, I don't know what is. If Kobe ain't top 5, you tell me who is. Who's had a greater impact on the game than Kobe Bryant. With all the players in the league, they were coming to the Mamba Academy to learn from him. Are you serious? This guy is in practice doing what he don't have to do. He's doing it because he expects the rest of y'all to do it. So he's doing it, and this dude is coming off a knee injury. This is the end of the career, Kobe. So you want to talk about work ethic, defending, how to defend the ball. This is how training camp used to be for the Los Angeles Lakers before it became a dog and pony show. This is when it was real. And this stuff hurts, people. What Kobe doing right now hurts. You got to go through the line. Yeah, he exhausted. That stuff burn you out. But if he ain't going to ask you to do nothing, he ain't going to do himself. Now, that's the guy you want on your team. That's right. He never cheated the game. No. It's more important than that. Dwight Howard had back surgery. He was done. Nash was done. Why do you think he was off of Phoenix? Nash was done. So, no, that team was done. He got them when they were at the end of their careers, not in the prime of their careers, not 25-year-old Steve Nash or 25-year-old Dwight Howard. How many championships you think they would have ran through with Kobe, Dwight Howard when he was Superman, and Nash? They got Dwight Howard who back was tore up. Yeah, well, that's the dynamic of sports. You know, you're looking at a situation where the Utah Jazz came through and I remember the Utah Jazz came through and they got Danny Ainge and the Wade. They brought Wade over because oh, we're going to make you a part owner. No, they want to change the look to try to appear to be not racist instead of not being racist. See, that's what the NFL wants to do. They want to give the appearance of we're not bigoted. They don't want to not be bigoted. They just want to give the appearance that they're not. Oh, the Easy Suge Knight story. Yeah, that's on Patreon right now. That's Patreon only. We got a lot of exclusive Patreon only content. No, I never looked at it and said any of those things. You got a lot of people sending like mixed signals, doing all kind of goofy stuff. It never really bothered me. No, but see, Shannon Sharpe realizes what it's like when, being falsely accused of something just because of the stereotype of who or how you look. When that woman on the elevator accused him of sexually assaulting her and touching her inappropriately on the elevator, and he tried to grope her and made up a whole lie. Just like that. They had no problems in doing that. And knowing the stereotypes they have against Black people in general, this false narrative about us, like that's the only thing that's on our mind, when the majority of these cases come from people that's not even our complexion. But yet they try to make that as if that's our nature. Well, that was just 3 months ago. He was on the court like an idiot, like he finna fight the Grizzlies players. Mm-mm. Some people refuse to grow up. Like LeBron did a special ESPN interview. What was that for? What was that going to even mean? You see what I'm saying? That wasn't going to mean anything to any of us. Mm-mm. That's like saying, no way. That's like saying something like really even Space Jam 2 lost money. It lost a lot of money. And House Party didn't make any money. House Party was made cheap and still didn't recoup. It was out of the movie theater so quick. And I'm like, if this wasn't a straight to streaming video, that movie was so much trash. And I knew it was trash from the trailer. The trailer looked like trash. Why? Because LeBron got involved himself in all the damn movies. And he just made a House Party movie and took himself out of it and just produced it. But nah, It's got to be about him. How about they at my house, right? They cleaning up LeBron James' house. Yep. And then he blamed people. Well, yeah, they hate on me. That's why they took it out on the movie. Well, why wouldn't Ime Udoka get another job? The Celtics made an in-house decision. It was a consensual relationship with a married woman, and he is a non-married man. He's not single. He was dating a woman, so why wouldn't he get a shot? See, and that's what I'm saying. The details of what she was talking about was probably a lie. Right. Okay. So you say LeBron is the greatest player of all time, right? Okay, let's take your analogy that LeBron is the greatest player of all time. Okay, let's take your analogy. He's the greatest player of all time. If that's the case, and he's the greatest player of all times, like you just stated, mhm, if he's the greatest player of all times, why isn't anyone playing like him? What would you teach from LeBron James to another player? They're going there to do what like LeBron? He don't have any moves to get by anybody but shove people off. He lowered his shoulder and try to run over people. And he just laid the ball up. He's a layup guy. Well, no. My thing is let's keep it real. If you're doing it just for the show, just you ain't got to shuck and jive. He's letting the Uncle Shannon character get in his head. And now it's living rent free up in there. So now that he got the Uncle Shannon character living in his brain cells, he keep this narrative going over and over again. And it don't need to be. Huge changes are coming in the NBA. I told you that 6 months ago. Talking about it's irrelevant because because they won already, the Lakers. What did they win? Do they get a trophy or something for getting out the first round? Shannon Sharpe was supposed to leave and get his own show on Fox, as him and Skip kept butting heads. But they liked the dynamic of them together, and Fox don't want to split this up. But they do want Shannon to think about bringing that show over, that Uncle Shay show, to the Fox, and they can just have him interview guests over there. PNB Rock, that incident that he had, should have never happened. There was no cause for that to even happen. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't even make sense. Of course, Grant Hill was better than LeBron. Grant Hill had moves. Grant Hill had a cross. He could cross you and go. He can go left to right, north, south. He didn't have a jump shot like that. Like later on in his career, he ended up hitting corner threes. But Grant Hill, if he didn't have those injuries, man, he was on his way. But he's somebody that works on his craft to get better. That was 8 months ago. In actuality, it was 8 months ago that happened. No. Well, you got people like Black Sam. Black Sam, and what are you talking about? Brownie? No. That's a done deal. That's a done data. I don't even know what that means. That's the price of success. I don't even see it like the way y'all seeing it. The Bulls got a fake dynasty. Trust me, it's the dark side of all these dynasties. Why they always compare Lamar Jackson to Kyler Murray? I told people that 9 months ago, and you see what happened. LeBron was in the Drew League, and he sucked it up. I told you that. LeBron was in the Drew League and sucked it all the way up. Trust me, he did. What did it say? LeBron is washed. 9 months ago. LeBron James has never won a championship without a future Hall of Famer. And a lot of y'all gonna say Paul Gasol he gonna be Hall of Fame. Is Paul Gasol really a Hall of Famer? They gonna count his international career. But as a professional basketball player, Paul Gasol was good. But his brother Mark was better than him to me. Mark Gasol was better than Paul or Powell. He won with Kyrie. Then you have Wade and Bosh, Wade, and then you got AD. They want to say that's a championship when no one counts that as a championship ever. I would bring everybody up so they could rock. But I ain't gonna be up here that long. We've been up here almost 2 hours. Shoot, no, 2 hours. I was gonna say almost 2 hours. We've been up here almost 2 hours. But if y'all want to come in here and talk, I'll let y'all come up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank y'all for the super chats. Appreciate that. Right, the bubble championship don't count. If it would have counted, they wouldn't have fired everybody on the team already. They just they just won the championship 2-3 years ago. How in the world you firing the coach already and all the players have been traded except for LeBron and AD? No, you ain't had to go on the road. Y'all all in the same building. There's no fans. It's just that's not a real championship. That's why it was no parade. They ain't got no parade for that. Nehemiah, is that the real Nehemiah? The one that I know? Yeah, I wasn't happy when the Warriors beat the. Wasn't happy about that. You talking about another commercial? Well, all that means is Cino's getting paid. Well, Phil Jackson he don't like LeBron. And that's what me and Phil, we agree that he's a problem. He thinks LeBron should be gone from the Lakers. And that would start to turn things around. Well, when you have details, or you have a certain, what I would say, attitude towards certain things, as far as the style of play, the way the game should be played, and how it's delivered, and all of these different things, well, it's a lot different than what people's perspectives are. No. There were a lot of people who were like saying that, man, they got rid of our coach and we fired him just a year ago. This is Darvin Ham's first year as the coach. Why aren't we, doing more? And to back this up, we're just not doing the right things. If we was at the ESPYs Awards and LeBron decided he wanted to slap me on stage, how would you think that would go for him? It would go in a very different way. But I'm glad he's getting all the rest he needs. Let him rest. Because, see, there's no rest for 38. you gonna be up, and that's why I don't care how much rest. He can sleep in his bed. He could put on his bunny slippers. He could do everything in them spandex that he wear all the time. All that funky activity you got going on, you could do all of that, and it still ain't gonna save you. Exactly. And thank you guys for staying here as long as you did. You guys are G's. What's up, Leonard? Leonard Williams. Thanks for the super chat, brother, holding it down. We was 2 hours strong today. Want to say love and peace to everybody out there, keeping it real. We'll be back. Not tonight. Tomorrow sometime. Y'all get some rest. It's kind of, yeah. It's time for me to shake the spot.